What's going on, and welcome back to another You Ask, We Tell. I'm Steve with Global Data Systems, and today we're going to be shifting gears to managed services and answering the most common questions that we hear almost daily towards managed services. And number one, the very first question is, when is it time to consider a new IT vendor? So we hear a lot of reasons from new clients when we're onboarding them, why they were looking for new support in the first place, why they were looking to take that step towards a new IT vendor. And here are 10 things that we most frequently hear, and if these are happening to you, it is probably time to start searching for something a little bit better. And remember, while you're watching these videos, if you're enjoying them, you're taking anything from them, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out so much, and we really enjoy growing this community together. Moving on to the list. Number one, reoccurring issues are not being resolved. Do you feel like you're calling in on the same issue either weekly or monthly? That is an issue. An IT vendor should be able to take care of that. An MSP should be able to fix that issue so it is not reoccurring or happening frequently. Number two, poor response times. This is one of the most frustrating. If you are putting in a call on Monday and the issue is not being resolved till Thursday, it's not being resolved till the next week, or God forbid it's not being resolved till the next month, it is absolutely time for you to move away from your current IT vendor and move in a different direction. Number three, constant upselling. Every single time you talk to an account manager, every single time you talk to a manager, every single time that you even maybe talk to a technician, does it feel like they're trying to push you towards something or trying to sell you on something? Because if they do, then they only care about the money and not your needs. And maybe they don't know how to fix the issue, so they just keep throwing money at it. And that is not beneficial for either party. Well, it's actually only beneficial towards the IT vendor, but they're not doing the right thing because they're taking money from you. Number four, finger pointing. Well, I believe that's their fault, so we can't fix it. Oh, this IT vendor over here, the other people that you work with, it's their fault. Are they continuously pushing things to other people? If so, that is a horrible sign. Get out, because the issue will most likely never be resolved. Number five, invoices are inconsistent. So one of the benefits of having an IT vendor, an MSP, is a flat monthly fee. The expectations are set and you know what you're paying for. If these invoices are fluctuating, or there's disconnect on each end, and they're not actually holding up to their promise or their standard, it's probably time to start looking in a different direction. Number six, do you not have a dedicated account manager? So there is a business side and a technical side. There is a technical side where they say, yeah, this program or this software will work fine. But then there's a business side. There's a fluidity. There is knowing that that technology is going to work well with all the applications running. Is the business going to run smoothly with these different programs integrated with one another? So if you don't have an account manager that actually knows the business versus technical side, then it could run into a little bit of issues. Your network could have some issues, and your company and business and all that will not flow as properly as it should. Number seven, security seems a little bit lax. HIPAA, security regulations, plans, all should be in place. This should be something in one of the top priorities. If you see anything in the news now about healthcare IT, it is a breach here, it is a breach there. It's something happening relating to a lack of security. Your managed IT, your managed service provider should put that as a top priority, especially in 2019 with everything that happened in the years prior. Number eight, industry matter expertise. So, knowing technology is one thing, but knowing the impact on workflow and how each piece of technology interacts with one another is a totally different thing. It's almost like having a dedicated account manager that knows the business versus technology side. It's similar to that, but you want someone that knows how workflow is going to be impacted when something new is put in. And you want someone and a managed service provider that is going to give you the right answers and help you as much as possible so workflow is as consistent as possible. Number nine is lack of reporting. So transparent reporting time is crucial. So if you ask your managed service provider, your vendor IT right now, hey, how long is the average call time? How long is the average response time when somebody calls in? Well, if they can't give you that, one, they might be ducking because they don't like the results that they're seeing. Two, they're trying to hide something. Or three, maybe they don't have a plan in place that says, yes, we know that our issues are going to be solved within a half hour. A major issue is going to be solved within a day. There's certain time frames that have to be met, and if they don't have those in place, well, then it might be time to say bye to your MSP and look for a new one. Number 10, and finally, lack of documentation. It also relates to reoccurring issues, because if you're not documenting how they're being fixed, if you're not documenting how things are being done, or say even more, you have an account manager dedicated to your company, dedicated to your practice. Well, what if they go on vacation? They're the one with all the knowledge about your account. It's tough, right? You get the point. It's tough to have only one person that knows anything. Or worse, they don't have any documentation at all or any system in place, because at that point, they go away, there's nothing you can do. The only person with the information is gone. So you want to have a documentation system. So if you call in with an issue and X answers, and then you call back in and Y answers, they're able to fix it just as easy as the other one would if they picked up where they left off. So those are the 10. It is a lengthy list, but it's things that you should think about and you should ask yourself and your organization, are these 10 things, are any of them happening to us? Because if they are, maybe it's time to have a conversation with your MSP. And if the issues aren't resolved, maybe it's time to move on from that particular IT vendor and move in a different direction. At the end of the day, what you want is support, you want it to be efficient, and you want it to be as well and fair priced as possible. So if any of these are happening to you, we totally understand, and we know that they can be fixed. So one of the most common things, like I said, that we are asked is, when is it time to consider a new IT vendor? Look at those 10 things. If any of them apply to you, then maybe it's time for you to do so as well. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said before, tap that subscribe button if you're getting anything from the video. Our social media platforms are listed right here, and always our number is right here if you have any questions or want to see anything in these future videos. And as always, I will see you next week.